Okay guys, nice video here to hopefully explain the difference between injury and a flare-up. So the top graph, if you can see there's a black line there, that black line represents your pain threshold. So anything above that black line, you will receive a pain experience. Now the green line, the scribbly lines, they represent just a signal coming from an area, say your ankle, to your brain and your brain back down. It's just information. Okay, now this graph, if you notice the black line has dropped to the very bottom because what I've done is, let's just say I step off a curb and I sprain my ankle. At that point, the same scribbly lines are now sending information to my brain, but I'm gone past my pain threshold, so I'm experiencing pain. So during an injury, protection, muscles will tighten up, my posture will change, everything that my brain wants to do, it will do to protect me, to let that area heal. But what happens when I go past a 1 year period, let's just say 1 year, and I go past this magical line here, boom, and I'm into this graph here, and I still am experiencing pain. Now these circles here, what they are representing is what's called a flare-up. So I know the injury has healed because we know, due to research and so on and so forth, that any injury will have a certain period of time for it to heal. But for people who experience pain 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, let's just say I'm still experiencing pain in my ankle, you're now what we classify as being, your nervous system would be overprotective or oversensitive, and that pain threshold is staying low. Now if you can see, there's different flare-up protocols. So you have a flare-up here, you go to the physio or wherever and you have no pain, and then you go back running and the flare-up goes to here, you give it a rub or whatever, you come back down, and then the next month or two later you might have a death in the family, you might be stressed at work. So the flare-ups happen in according to what's going on in your life. And you'd often hear people saying, oh, that flares up every now and again, this is that. Back hurts me when I do a certain way of lifting. But the key thing is to remember, it's not an actual injury, it's a flare-up. So in other words, there's no issues in the tissues, the issue is in the nervous system, it's overprotective. So what we're looking to do is bring you from this bottom graph back up to this top graph. Now the best way to do that is movement, education, some soft tissue work, and just it can be as very simple as just realizing that you do not have an injury in your ankle or your back once you go past a certain period of time of a year, even 3 or 4 months. So again, that video hopefully will help you to explain what the difference between an injury versus a flare-up. Thanks guys.